Hello and welcome to another episode of Jazzy Jeff's Trading Card Review Series. As always, I'm Jazzy Jeff. These are trading cards. Let's review. So, welcome everyone. I just want to thank everybody, obviously, for all of the past episodes, all that you've watched, obviously, that you've consumed. Thank you for the comments. Thank you for the likes. Just thank you for the support. Like I say at the start of every one of these episodes, I'm just thrilled to be back. So, thank you. So, like I said in the very first episode, I'm going to get a lot better with this, obviously. So, once again, the trading cards that I have today were given to me as a gift by the great artist and illustrator, Colin Richards. Obviously, I like to hold up his little business card here. His information, obviously, will be in the description below the video. And here is his YouTube channel, Markers and Monsters. Check out Markers and Monsters on YouTube to see cool artwork being created with an exclamation mark. That's cool. I like these little YouTube cards. I need to get some of these. Like, I have my professional business card, but I just like these little, like, kind of clip outs. You know, they're just neat to hand out, and you can put them up around town and on clipboards and stuff. So that is pretty cool. And I love his little symbol, the skull with the ink pens. I feel like I don't ever make enough comments about that. So anyway, so there is that. Now, today's trading cards are a little bit different. I haven't gotten a horizontal pack of cards in a while, so that's definitely different. Another different thing. But the other different thing is, like, these are, I guess, some sort of artist, illustrator cards. Like I always say, I hate doing any kind of research because I love going into this slightly blind, kind of just surprised that, like, what am I getting into? These are called Greg and Tim Hildebrandt, Separate and Together, all chromium. This is a 7-card pack, so there's only 7 cards. Bonus cards may include autographed cards, limited edition medallion cards, and MagnaChrome cards, even though they're all chrome, so I guess they're special ones. This is Comic Images, I guess, is the maybe the people that produced this. This is from 1995, so these are old, obviously. Made in the good old U.S. of A. in New Jersey, Saddlebrook, New Jersey, New Jersey. Okay. I like how it says, so this is information on the 3-ring binder that you can pick up in a bind over the best way to keep your Greg and Tim Hildebrandt Separate and Together all chromium collection in tip-top shape. Try Comic Images' new Hildebrandt 3-ring binder. Oh my goodness. So that is pretty cool. So yeah, there you guys go. So I have no idea what this is, separate or together. I know Colin told me about some of the cards that he sent me. This was a while back that these were sent to me. He sent me sort of just a bunch of random cards strewn together. And I think he had mentioned that these, I believe they're horror related. So obviously we'll find out right now. So without further ado, let's get these suckers opened up. So as always, be very careful when using scissors. Make sure you have parent supervision when required. When possible. Okay, enough of the corny jokes. Wow, look at these. These are, whoa. God damn. They weren't kidding when they said all chromium. So this is the Fiery Visage I guess this is... Now, the date on the cards is saying 1988. But the cards package themselves says 95. So, this is looking very Sherlock Holmes to me. There's like this weird face in the background. I don't know if you guys can see that. Once again, I'm not going to read every single one of these cards. Because it could take a while. Once again, Colin, or if anybody else knows anything about these cards, feel free to leave a comment in the comment section. This is the 82 Hear Ye. That makes me think of the Phantom of the Opera. Some kind of like opera house. Once again, this is describing things about Tim, what he did for painting, the type of colors that he used. This one is very religious looking. This is man and wife. This one says 89. That last card said... I believe that last card was a 90s card. This one said 94. This one is 89. This is number 3. So that is... These are just so cool looking. Like, I've never seen cards like this before. This is just so wild. Wow, look at this one. This one might be my favorite. And, Black Cat cover, number 1. This is cool. I got the number 1 card. This is 1994. This is a 1940s comic heroine that she came back out in the 90s. So I guess this is the original Black Cat. I love that little Nazi symbol up at the top. That is pretty damn badass. Very cool, very 40s. I know what a lot of you ladies are thinking. Of course this would be Jeff's favorite card. But it's not just because it's some hot-looking superhero. I love the whole, like, noir kind of, like, she's punching, like, a fucking Nazi or something. Like, this is just super cool. Super awesome. I love it. Okay, this one is called number 41, Rapunzel. This makes me think of the game Clue. That, I believe, is Colonel Mustard. I don't care what anybody says. This is Colonel Mustard. Even though it says Rapunzel, I'm going to rename this 41 Colonel Mustard. This is awesome. Yeah, there's some information about this. This is from 84. This is a painting from 1984. So, even though the cards themselves are from the 90s, these trading cards are based, I guess, on Tim and Greg and Tim's various like artwork they did over the years. This one's pretty cool. This one's pretty interesting. This is 61 the Koalas. Old National Geographic magazines definitely helped me for this painting. And yeah, he talks about there's a lot of volumes of National Geographic for sure to choose from. Absolutely. So we got some koalas there. So that is pretty neat. And finally, this looks religious, but it also looks kind of like olden days, like knight in shining armor. And this is number 20, the assassination? The Assignation. I said that wrong. Assignation. So, I guess maybe like a couple getting together. This could be Disney's Frozen. I'm not entirely sure. Anyway, these, I'd have to say, are the most unique cards that I think I've ever opened. I've never seen chrome cards like this. These are crazy. They're kind of dangerous almost. Like, I would recommend to be very careful when handling these cards. you could definitely poke your eye out. But yes, I'm going to go with the Black Cat. Black Cat got my #1 favorite card in the pack for sure. So thank you so much, Colin Richards, for sending me these. Obviously, this episode would not exist if you had not sent me these cards. So I really, really appreciate that. Once again, there is the wrapper for Tim and Eric's $1 Million trading cards. So there is that.
All right, guys. Jazzy Jeff here once again. So like I said in the previous video that I did, I try and get in a habit of doing close-up shots of the cards just to give you guys a little bit of a better look at what you're looking at, because obviously me just holding the cards, it is kind of hard to tell. I mean, some of these cards, especially a set like these of course are the Greg and Tim Hildebrandt separate and together cards. They just, without seeing them in person, it's really hard to do them justice. Especially these ones, these like special foil covers, just absolutely amazing. Incredible. I'm trying not to put the light on them too much because you get a massive glare, as you can tell there. So I'll just run down this line real quick. So here we have Colonel Mustard, of course, from Clue. And then here we have a lovely National Geographic B-side cover that was never used in the 1982 edition of National Geographic. Here we have Jesus and Mary at the, I believe this was Noah's Ark. If not, this could have been that might have been right before the 12 disciples got together or was it 13 disciples? I can never remember. And then here, this is Sherlock Holmes in the mystery of the case of the missing shrews. And then this is a scene from, this was a deleted scene, I believe, from the Greg and Tim Hildebrandt's, Hunchback of Notre Dame. Duh, that's what that was. Here is Monsignor Timothy Monk Timothy. He is doing the last rites to those lovely women right there. And there's some guy back here. I think that's Ewan McGregor. And then, of course, we have Black Cat. So there you guys go. I hope you guys enjoyed. Oh, make sure we get him in there.
And obviously, I'm going to do a bonus. Let's just show you guys some items. Like I said, I'm trying to get in the habit of showing you guys other things from my collection. Let's see if I can pick them all up at once. And I'm dropping them already. Okay. Hopefully you guys don't see them yet. I just kind of want to bring them all up. We got the Simpsons family, ladies and gentlemen. There they are. Obviously, huge special shout out to Anne of Sweetgyrl Designs. That is her Etsy name, as well as just kind of like convention name. She goes to a lot of different conventions and events, and she sells all kinds of retro items, and she makes cool items. So Anne, too, her information will be in the description of this video. I did not get all of these from Anne, but I know I got Maggie from Anne. Anne, you would know better than me if I got any of the other ones from you. I know I found Bart, and I believe I found these three on my own. This one I found a very long time ago, maybe at like Goodwill or something. These two I found at a thrift store out in the Pottsville area in Pennsylvania, at a thrift store that's no longer around, unfortunately, called Black Diamond. Great thrift store. This one I might have gotten from Ann as well. I'm so sorry, Ann, that I don't remember. I know for a fact you gave me this one. But either way, I needed Maggie. I knew I wasn't going to find Maggie out in the wild. I was lucky that I found these ones out in the wild. Maybe I got Lisa from someone else online. But anyway, guys, these were part of the Burger King, some special promotion in the 90s. Obviously, I'm going to insert some commercial.
I hope you realize that playing with guns is an obvious cover-up for your male inadequacies.
Yeah? Well, why would anyone play with dogs?
Why would anyone play with you?
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 Why would anyone play with any of you?
Beats us, but Burger King's got 'em. The Simpsons for $3.49 each when you buy new mini muffins or any size fries. To give you the Simpsons for virtually peanuts, sometimes you gotta break the rules.
So yeah, these weren't like kids' meal toys. They were just kind of something extra that you could get there. I obviously can't hold these, but and each one came with like a little cardboard thing. So I know he came with a skateboard, and I think Homer came with like a bowling ball. Maybe she came with like a teddy bear or something. Lisa, I think, came with her saxophone, and then Marge maybe came with a purse. But I don't care about all that. That's like super expensive and like way too much trouble to try and get the little cardboard things. And I also didn't want them in the package. Like I wanted them out and loose so I could like look at them, play with them, display them. Obviously, I'm a massive Simpsons fan, as many of you may or may not know. But yes, guys, yeah, the Simpsons, man, they're super cool. They don't make stuff like this anymore. The fact that it was like from Burger King, or at least released at Burger King, I just think is the coolest thing. And they're just a great addition to my collection, and I'm happy that I have the full set. So anyway, guys, this has been another fantastic episode of Jeff's Trading Card Review Series. Hopefully this episode wasn't too long. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.
This is a dorky show, Bart. Change the channel.
No.
Change the channel.
No.
Change the channel.
No.
Change the channel.
No.
Hey! Turn that back on! Change the channel.
No.
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 Change the channel.
Hey!
Don't change the channel!
We're watching that show.
Well, here we are, the whole family, all together, sharing, getting to know each other, exchanging ideas, stories, and laughs, snuggling up, bonding together as only a tightly knit family can. Why, we're more than a...
Dad, you can stop now. Commercial's over and the show's back on.
Oh. Oh, yeah.